What's up, everyone? In today's video, we're going to review the match responsible for getting me over 1 million haters.
This is one of the most anticipated bouts, attracting viewers from all over the world. And it is for the WAL Heavyweight Championship.
That's right, WO 406, when I take out No Limits. You're going to see some of the moments that tip the scale in my favor. To check out the full video, go to WAL YouTube page.
Introducing first, competing out of Hot Springs, Arkansas. He stands at 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighed in at 276 pounds. Monster Michael Todd.
All right, so we're going to watch this thing together, but there's one thing I got to clear up first.
And his opponent is considered one of the greatest arm wrestlers of all time. Competing out of Big Island, Ontario, Canada. He stands at 6 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 263 pounds.
Wait, what was that?
And weighed in at 263 pounds.
Well, damn. Half the haters say he was 225. All right, so this match means a lot to me. For some reason, I was just overlooked, although I was the reigning 2017 Super Heavyweight Champ. Devon was the Heavyweight Champ, the 225 Champ, and people had just assumed that he was gonna win this thing. So I did have a point to prove, but I also had a really good game plan. He put on like 30 pounds, and I've watched every match he'd had previous to this one, and he was breathing heavy against lesser opponents, and I'm thinking, oh crap. If I can put this dude in deep water, I really get to test his endurance and test his heart. All right, here we go. First start, close the hands, boom. I knew it was gonna be a slip, but he did have good hand control there. All right, trying to get Devon straightened up here. There's a little back and forth with me and Devon and Bart. I just wanna see my knuckle. Okay, so I get a little bump off the start there, but Devon has capped over my knuckle, so that's one foul. We're gonna do this thing again, check it out.
Devon will react autopilot. His body will react.
Here we go. All right, so at this point, I've cracked Devon's hand back, and I put him on the defense. It's about right here that I think both of us know that this is going to be my night. Devon told me afterwards, he said, I knew the first match. I knew the first match I wasn't going to win. And that's what's crazy. Every time we arm wrestle, we almost know the outcome after the first match, after the first few seconds of the first match. Now, I'm in this position right here, and you'll see several times in this match, actually 2 times in this match, where I could have came up and transitioned into a press. But I'm looking at Devon, I'm thinking, my God, this guy is working as hard as he can work. I think I'm just going to let this thing play out. By no means did I let him win this round, but I was willing to take that risk just to put a little bit more fatigue on his arm. All right, so right here, in this entire match, I caught a lot of slack over using the King's move. People tell me how it was cheating and I wasn't within the rules, but they're applying today's rules or other rules to the WAL at that time. In 2018, the only time my shoulder had to be above the table was if I was in a neutral or losing position. And even when we get back to the center of the table, because Devon's wrist is cracked back, it is no longer a neutral position. And the whole time Bart's looking at me. You got Jody in the back, screaming about my shoulder, screaming about this. But this is definitely a good one. A lot of fun here. All right, so Devon's fully committed to this bent wrist press. He's about to shove from right front to left front, put a lot of pressure on my elbow. I can't handle it, so I got to get up. He gets the win, but I did achieve my objective. You can look at him and see he's the one breathing heavy. He's the one more exhausted than me, and I really believe at this point the whole match is mine. But go check it out on WAL. There's some awesome commentary. There's a few times in there that it's a little flashback for me for Rocky 3 when he was telling Clubber Lang while he was getting beat up, he's like, you're the one breathing heavy. At least I'm not breathing heavy. You can hear me say that a couple times to Devon. All right, guys, so if you love arm wrestling, you have to check out the sponsor of this video, armwrestlingforums.com. I'm going to take you over there right now to show you how to set up your profile, your username, and communicate with this arm wrestling community. It's as easy as going to the site, click sign up, filling out a form, attaching a profile pic, and boom, you're ready to talk to everybody. Now, why do you care? Because it's a new community for arm wrestlers by arm wrestlers. It's also independent from big tech companies. Anyone can join and post and talk arm wrestling. There are forums for match discussions, arm wrestling exercises, beginner questions, PR vids, progress pics, arm wrestling memes, and more. Also, tournament listings, articles, club finder, rankings. And this is super cool. Giveaways for new members, so you can join now to qualify for entry. Current giveaways for scale model arm wrestling table. And then you have people like me as a member. Also, Chan Shaw, Uncle John, Alan Fisher, Arm Wrestling News, Jamie Sheldon, Paul Italia, and many more. What more could you want from an arm wrestling forum? Join today. Now let's get back to 406. Outside of the fact that I believed I'd win, the most important thing I did was I tested his alpha male personality. I knew there was no way he was going to let me stand at that table and him still be sitting on a chair. You have a minute and a half in between each round. I had him back up there after 30 to 45 seconds every round. I was even calling back up the table. Let's check out round 2. All right, so we're about to be closing the hands. I knew I had a decent hand here, take off, and I have a really good ability to walk. I had his hand, and we slipped. And Devon kind of like threw his hands up, but I knew at that point he was the one letting go. And I'm smiling, and Jody, you'll hear her on the original commentary when you go check it out. She's like, what are you smiling about? I'm like, well, you didn't feel what I felt. She comes back with, yeah, I didn't feel that loss. I didn't feel that loss. But I knew what was coming. Time for round 2. In the strap. Boom. All right, I'm in a good position, but he knows that bent wrist press worked for him round 1, so he goes right back to it. I'm countering well. We're fighting back and forth. I got a good sticky spot right there. I'm in good position. He's still trying to walk, still trying to climb. The reason he could not climb is because I just clamped my fingers. I was not attempting to climb. I was just clamping my fingers really hard to force him to have to pull through my hand and my arm. He keeps rising up. I shoot for the press. He counters very well. He's telling me to come back. But I know it's not quite time yet. I'm trying to get as much height as I can to rise through his hand. You'll see my shoulder is below the table, but as soon as he starts pressing, boom, I get past neutral position. You're going to see my shoulder come right back up. Here we go, boom, within the rules. Now I'm going to pull him back up. Now, I'd watched his mat with Matt Mask, and I knew when Matt Mask went to pin him, he ran far off the back of the pad. So I knew he was going to do it again, but I just kept pushing. Boom, winner, round 2. All right, so we're 1-1, but only on the scorecard. We both knew I took a lot out of him in that match. I decided not to show the slip and just start with the strap. Here we go. So I cracked Devon's hand back. Once again, he's fully committed. He's trying to do anything. Like, he knows the bent wrist press is where he's at, but he is trying to rise. He keeps opening his hand. He's trying to walk, but that finger clamp is solid. You're going to see him come off the elbow pad here in just a second, and I'm like, elbow fouled. He's like, you're doing it too. But this is just who we are. You know, I don't you think I don't have a lot of respect for Devon, because I do. This is just how we fight, back and forth. I'm holding on to him. He's got that leg against it. This is where he comes in hard. Boom, he is fully committed. Now I'm holding at this point. Now watch him shove his elbow forward. He's going to shove his elbow forward right now. I am off the back of the pad, and that's why I end up getting a foul called right here. You're going to see Bart call me for a foul. Well, look at that dude. He's crossed the center line. There's no way for me to get back on the pad. There's nothing I can do except hold out until he calls me for the 3rd foul. Bam. 3 fouls. Devon's a winner, but look at him. He's exhausted. He can't breathe. I walk back, and I'm like, he redlined. He's out. It's over.
Big time. See what it's done to him. Big time. Now Michael Todd is smiling. You think he's got a little more in attack? Yes, I do. Yeah.
All right, guys, I hope you're enjoying so far. And I have been cutting out the in-between rounds and just trying to get to the actual action. But this shit is too good to pass up. I'm sitting there looking back at Devon. I'm like, why are you sitting down? Jody's like, we don't have to listen to that. His corner man, Mox Tobbins, like, come on, Dev, show him what you're made of. And gets him back to the table in like 45 seconds.
We need to play.
Let's go, Dev! Show who you are!
Remember, this wear and tear that goes on to both men, we don't see from Devon Larratt the same concern, because he has other weapons that he can use. But Michael Todd now is calling him on.
All right, so round 4 definitely had no impact on any of the haters, because apparently they missed it. But I could understand. It was pretty fast.
Devon, before
Yep.
This is not that look. If you look at him now, he's very serious.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's a pin. That was a pin. Oh, damn day.
Yes, it was.
Through the pad. That's 2-2 in any book.
2-2.
Hey, I'll tell you what it is. You doubt Michael Todd at your peril. Wow. Are you awake yet?
Oh, man, I can watch this for an hour.
All right, so my reaction after round 4 might seem a bit excessive, but a couple nights earlier, we were sitting around talking, me, Devon, Neil pick up, and he's like, I've got your hand beat, I've got your shoulder beat, and after that, you've got nothing.
Everybody knows what's up. The rest is just details, really. It's just, I got your shoulder beat, I got your hand beat. It's just playtime after that.
Let's see that again.
Very serious.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's a pin. That was a pin. Oh, damn day.
Yes, it was.
Through the pad. That's 2-2 in any book.
All right, so you guys know I got my ass kicked the last time we pulled, but that aggression right there, that's the part I'm carrying into Monster 2.0. All right, so this is it, the most important match of the series. I've taken off on go. I got a good spot right here. I'm fighting, I'm holding. Devon's giving everything he's got. Now there's a lot of people saying that I'm wedging my elbow against some steel plate or something. That pad is a pillow. My tip of my elbow's on it. But this is what's crazy. I've never seen Devon move around the table so much in my life. He's done kicked the banner off. He's got his foot up against the thing. He's about to get, I've honestly never seen that. Apparently you have to be 6'6" to perform this move. I'm holding on to him. I'm in a great spot here. I'm posted. I'm climbing. Damn, dude, this was a battle. So now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you exactly what I was thinking. I wanted to make him quit. I just wanted to make him quit because I've seen him do it to people so many times. But Devon is a warrior, and he was fighting until the very end. That dude's strong. Got a lot of heart. I just got him in a bind. His wrist is gone. His forearm's pumped. But he is doing everything he can. There's you're going to see those minor walks. He got Jody screaming at me about my shoulder. Bart's like, it's in the rules, read the rules. Devon just caught an elbow foul. He came across the center. Now, if you guys notice, there is no shoulder across the center foul in the WAL because he was living across the center table round 1, 3, and 5. I'm wanting to get to the press. Can't get to it. Climbing, moving all over the pad. This is a war. Honestly, guys, I can't wait to do it again with him. He came out on top last time. Next time's going to be another one of these. You got to respect anybody who's willing to fight that hard, though. Wrist compromise, forearm blown up, outside your shoulder, definitely in an arm break position, and still trying to put as much torque on that bone as possible. This is definitely a test your frame moment for Devon Larratt. But the end is coming. Here it is. I realized he wasn't going to quit. I had to get him out of there, or I was going to end up losing. That night was my night. All right, so I need you to hear what Devon has to say.
I'm here with Devon Larratt. Devon, this is something I've never seen before, is you come up just a little bit short. What happened here tonight against Michael Todd?
What Michael's doing is very advanced. Taught me a lesson tonight. Thank you, Michael.
Devon, last time the lesson was mine, but I heard it loud and clear. Hope you all enjoyed that walk down memory lane. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.